चलिए, so let's have a discussion on what will happen now. And unfortunately, teachers like me by now are pretty much experienced about this NEET PG postponement because it's an annual ritual for all of us. NB has ensured that we make this video every year, right? So patches change, years change, but postponement remains the same. So that's at least one thing is fixed in our medical education. So, guys, jokes apart, I have seen a good number of postponements by now. And I'm telling you one thing that this postponement is going to help some of you and it is going to harm the rest of you. One proportion of the students is going to get benefited, the other proportion is going to get harmed actually. And you have to be very careful to ensure that this postponement does not end up derailing you. Now, let us talk about a bit of specifics. Uh, First of all, let's talk about those students who are studying well. Say you are a post intern and you have been studying throughout the year, and say you have been scoring well. Your score in the GTs was crossing 145 or 150, and you did fairly well in INICT. Maybe did not get selected, maybe did not get a rank good enough to get a good college, but did okay. I'm most worried about you because what happens is if you are a post intern and if you have been studying for a significant period of time, and if you are in that frame of mind that okay, let me give it a final push, let's accelerate and get this thing over with, you would be in trouble today because your whole idea of completing it and going to the other side has now taken a backseat. So you should be very careful. Why you should be very careful? Now uncertainty will spread. People will come up with their dates. Some will say that the exam will happen in August. Some will come up with certain numbers like FMG is on this date, UPSC is on this date, so this is the only date left. NB will take so many days to find new centers. And amidst all this uncertainty, all the edge that you had, all the things that were going your way might take a hit. So you should be very careful. You have to kind of isolate yourself from all the noise, because you might be good at studies or you might be doing well, but that does not mean that you can handle all this stress and handle all this uncertainty in a mature way. I mean, people who are good at studies don't necessarily are great at taking stress or taking setbacks. So I'm most worried about you that all the edge that you had might take a hit if you don't handle these days properly. What should you do? Uh, Again, we are in uncharted territories. We do not know whether the NBE has postponed the exams by 1 week or 1 month or more than that. People will come up with their speculations. People will make guesses. All kind of conjectures would be made, but the fact of the matter remains we do not know what will happen. So you have to do everything possible to stop your studies from getting derailed, right? Uh, how do you do that? Step one, again, I would say isolate yourself from all this noise. Whenever the date gets announced, you'll get to know about it. The more people you talk to, the more opinions you hear that now I'm struggling to study and now I'm feeling very jittery, I don't know what to do, and everything is unfair. The more you hear these things, the more you see chats on the Telegram groups or on your WhatsApp groups, the more trouble it will mean for you. So please cut down the information that you have. The amount of information that is getting inside your head must be curtailed. You need to do everything possible to insulate yourself and continue doing what you are doing. Now let us talk about people who are post interns and they were struggling. Say you were getting 120s, 130s. Students, it's very clear that huge amount of clustering is happening. I mean, we don't even have to look at the actual exams. We just look at the results of mocks. We had two big mocks, and we look at the results and we see huge amount of clustering happening in 120s, 130s. And the interns who had just started preparing, who did not had enough time, and they are more fresh, of course. You guys have a clear-cut opportunity, right? So while those who are doing well, they have to safeguard their place. You have a clear-cut opportunity to further your cause. You were getting 120s, 130s, or you were not able to complete the entire course. Now is the time to strengthen your subjects, right? There was always a question that what should I do? I don't have enough time left. What should I do? I give you a very straightforward answer. From today till the date the dates get announced, Probably we'll have few days. I'm hoping 3-4 days at least you'll have, or maybe 7 days. We do not know what will happen. This is the time where you strengthen your weakest subject, right? I keep reading the messages on the Cerebellum Academy Telegram group. Some are saying that they can't remember pharmacology. Some are saying they can't remember PSM. Some say I'm weak in medicine. Some say I'm weak in surgery. This is the week. This is the week where you turn the tables. This is the week where you change those weak subjects into stronger subjects. Because what happens is, a couple of days from today, you will be back in the same situation. You will again be pressed for time, and you would not know how to get that extra time to strengthen that subject. So this is the time. Now is the time where the more resilient one wins. Working in uncertainty is a difficult thing. Working in uncertainty is a difficult thing for everyone. But those who would be able to work in these uncertain times are going to get rewarded handsomely. So if you are one of those people who was weak in a particular subject or weak in a couple of subjects, who had identified it clearly that मुझसे ये नहीं होता है, मेरे ये क्वेश्चंस गलत होते हैं, यही तो टाइम है, भगवान ने तुम्हारे लिए तो पोस्टपोनमेंट किया है. So if you have gotten time now, rather than spending all the time on Twitter and Telegram to see when is the exam date, use this bloody time. इस time को use करिए, right? The third thing, what you guys would require would be a schedule, right? Again, I totally understand. For me, saying all these things is easier. For you, doing all these things is tougher. I totally understand that. We will do our bit. Whenever we get to know the date of the exam, we'll modify our schedules of live classes or the tests to create a plan for you, which would be according to the new date. And we would definitely try to get some new tests also, so that you continue to practice, continue to stay in touch. But guys, please don't make this blunder. ये मत सोचना कि एग्जाम 3 महीने बाद होने वाला है, right? See, it's all momentum, right? It's all momentum. When you are studying, when you are in that zone, everything keeps happening. Once you lose that momentum, once you lose the touch of studies, even if it is for 5 days, getting back is not going to be easy. So tomorrow, when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a choice. The choice would be to spend time on things which are completely beyond your control. Things like, when is the exam, right? NBE took its sweet 4-5 days to even put this notification. God knows how many days they will take before they give the date. And I think the date is not even dependent on NBE. They'll have to look at the logistics and the centers, and all those things need to be done. We are probably looking at 7 days, 10 days, 15 days. I do not know. Neither do you. But again, getting back to what I was saying, tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, you'll have 2 choices. First is to play this game. Be the first one to get the news. And how do you do that? Stay on Twitter. Stay on Telegram group. All kind of stupid fake news. You'll be the one to get first. You can do that. Or you can be the person who says that God has given me the opportunity. God has given me a couple of extra days. And if you are an atheist, say nature has given you an opportunity. Nature has given you some extra days. Utilize it. ठीक है? क्योंकि मैं एक बात बताऊं, one thing is for sure, I do not know when the exam would be conducted. I do not know what you will do, but I am sure about one thing. 3 months from today, when all this is done and dusted, as a faculty, I will get hundreds of messages which will say the same thing. That, sir, the preparation was going okay. I could have utilized these postponement days to improve my rank, but sir, I made a huge mistake. I started wasting time. I stopped studying. I started wasting time on social media, and sir, I could not do well. ये हर साल होता है. This is going to happen again this year. The only thing, my dear students, that I want is you should not be the one who sends me this message. क्योंकि वो लिखते हुए तुम्हें बहुत दुख होगा. You'll regret it a lot. बहुत दुख होता है इन चीजों में. आज आपको लग रहा है ना, पता नहीं है. ये आज जो है, कल जाके याद आएगा कि यार क्या किया मैंने उस टाइम पे. So I understand uncertainties. I understand आपकी frustrations. I understand your anxieties. But this is how it is. I mean, there are things which are in our control. There are things which are beyond our control. And as we keep on saying that we have to focus on the controllables. जो हमारे हाथ में उसको करते हैं. जो एनबी के हाथ में वो तो एनबी नहीं करेगा, कुछ तो कुछ करेगा ही. बट हमारे हाथ में जो है वो तो करते हैं. तो how to prevent yourself from getting into that negative loop? Isolate yourself. अपने आप को इन सब चीजों से दूर करो. ट्विटर को डिलीट कर दो, इंस्टाग्राम को डिलीट कर दो, राइट? जितना इंफॉर्मेशन का इनफ्लो कम कर सकते हो, उतना इंफॉर्मेशन का इनफ्लो कम करो. ऐसा नहीं होने वाला. इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन दैट NEET PG will be done and you would not get to know about it, right? Somebody will tell you. Ask your parents to keep a tab on it. Ask your friends to keep a tab on it. Ask somebody to keep a tab on these things. Insulate yourself. So again, as far as Cerebellum is concerned, we'll come up with some kind of strategy depending upon the number of days left. For you, the goal is very simple. Tomorrow, when you get up in the morning, go and stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself this very basic question: am I going to ruin this chance given to me by whosoever, Almighty, God, nature, and waste all my time on the social media and looking for the exact date? Or am I the person who is going to grab this opportunity with both hands and bring a latent twist in this preparation story? I remember last year I was interviewing this guy. He got some two-digit rank in NEET PG, and he told me last year. Remember, it got postponed multiple times, and preponed, and then postponed. All of that happened, and he told me that, sir, every time the exam got postponed, I became very happy. That this is the nature's way of telling me that this exam is for you this time. I'll do whatever possible to get you on the other side. Maybe this is nature's way of telling you that this is being done only for you. Maybe somebody wants you to crack the exam and go to the other side. Whether you take that opportunity or whether you see others take that opportunity and regret later would be in your hands. So कल सुबह उठ के शीशे के सामने खड़े होना, stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself this question कि in which segment are you seeing yourself? ठीक है? चलो, let's see some of the questions that you guys are asking now. Yeah, देखो, okay, all of those who are talking about the extension and all, see, I'm not the owner of the Cerebellum Academy. The management will sit down, they will take a call, whatever they decide will be told to you, right? There's no point asking me or requesting me. मैं नहीं हूँ भाई अकेला ओनर यहाँ का, ध्यान रखिए प्लीज. Lab 3 will continue. I think it would. Again, the management will sit and they would decide. Tomorrow's marathon classes are definitely happening, and I think it would be a good thing if you continue to do the marathon classes. At least some passive studying is happening. I think that would be good. एक काम करना, you guys know that we released that camp feature and it is free for all, right? So camp is basically, we were planning to bring in accountability management program. Camp is something that keeps a tab on how many hours are you spending, and it gives you a graph also. Use that feature. I think that feature is best suited for these times. Jahan pe things start getting uncertain, we need somebody to keep us on the track. So those camp features, or maybe just following some kind of schedule, is going to keep you on the track. It is going to be a bit difficult, but the rewards would be huge. Camp Cerebellum Academy में जाओगे तो in the shortcuts you will see camp. The full form is Cerebellum's accountability management program. Basically, it tells you how many hours are you giving, what is your concentration, what is your bed to book time. It does help. See that simple graph also keeps you accountable. Somebody is asking, should I resume my job? No, you should not be doing it. I think do not take any decisions. Whatever is happening, whatever you were doing, keep doing it. Maybe double down on what you were doing. I mean, this is a great chance here. And imagine तुम्हें कुछ दिन extra मिल गया, you have gotten a few more days, and this exam is going to determine, it is going to play a significant role in how your rest of life turns out to be. इससे अच्छा क्या हो सकता है? Burnouts, fatigue, at first level, all of these are psychological things, and they get multiplied when you talk about it with other people. When you tell somebody, I'm getting fatigued, I'm feeling burnt out. See, burnout is a very real thing. As a psychiatrist, of course, I know it's a very real thing. At the same time, when we discuss too much about it, when we listen to it a lot, it does multiply, right? And we have to push ourselves. I understand if you're feeling burnt out, take a day, take 2 days off, try to gather yourself back again, and then again, give it a final push. Late night PYQs would not get paused. Midday PYQs would not get paused. In all likelihood, marathons. So I should not say this. I need to talk to the founders and see what happens. But tomorrow's marathon is happening for sure, and I'm hoping remaining would also happen. When can we expect the exam? मुझे नहीं पता भाई. I don't play fortune teller. I don't know when will it happen. I am a very strong believer that we should focus on the controllables जो हमारे हाथ में है, and things that are beyond our control उसके बारे में बात करें क्या मिलने वाला है. Yeah, definitely we'll try to have some more mock tests. Yeah, that we will do. चलो ठीक है. I think काफी है इतना. एक मूवी देख लो, see one movie, and If you have not seen it, watch that movie. It's a beautiful movie. Superstars, something superheroes of Malegaon. I watched that movie. I found it very inspiring. It was a beautiful movie. Watch one movie tonight. Rather than spending time on Telegram group ना जाके एक picture देख लो. Watch a movie. कल से पढ़ाई करेंगे. And see, we will stay active on the Telegram group. And that should be our strength, that we are facing this exam collectively. We'll continue doing that. I'm also slightly disappointed because the momentum was building very nicely. At the same time, I see this as a big opportunity, right? So जो भी है, जो चीज हमारे हाथ में नहीं है, let's not think about it. Let's take it as a big opportunity. Let's ensure that if we were getting a 4-digit rank, we make it a 3-digit rank. If you were getting a 3-digit rank, let's make it a 2-digit rank. Probably if we were going to, if we were about to end up in 20,000, let's bring it to 4,000. Let's do these things. ये करो, मतलब challenge लो, right? आज मैं वीडियो बनाने ही वाला था, the theory of stubbornness, है ना? मेरा प्लान था theory of stubbornness, 14 days to go, but NB had other plans, so नाम चेंज हो गया मेरे वीडियो का. But the idea is कभी-कभी जिद्दी हो जाना चाहिए. Let's become stubborn. Let's say कि यार भाड़ में जाओ साले, तुम्हें जो करना है कर लो, मैं एंट्रेंस निकाल के रहूंगा, है ना? कभी-कभी उस मोड में आना चाहिए. Sometimes you should go into that mode. No matter what, I'll get this done. तुम जो कर सकते हो कर लो, मैं तो करके ही रहूंगा. When you get into that zone, na, everything becomes very beautiful. Everything becomes very clear. The path becomes very clear. Let's say this to ourselves, that no matter what, no matter how many hurdles are thrown into my way, no matter what happens in NB, what happens in Supreme Court, no matter what happens, I'm going to get this done. And this is a challenge that I'm taking myself. This is not to prove anything to anyone, but to prove things to myself, that I can handle difficult times. I can be very resilient, and I'll get it done. हो जाएगा, कर लेंगे, करना ही है. इस टाइप का थॉट प्रोसेस जब आ जाता है ना, तो जिंदगी में बड़ा मजा आता है. Let's try to bring that thought process. ठीक है जी. सो मूवी देखिए सुपर हीरोज ऑफ मालेगांव, और थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स करिए, और कल मिलते हैं टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में. अंग्रेजी में भी बोल देता हूँ, प्लीज गो एंड वॉच सम मूवी. आई मीन द वन मूवी दैट आई एम सजेस्टिंग इज सुपर हीरोज ऑफ मालेगांव, एंड हैव अ गुड स्लीप. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We always figure it out. We'll again figure it out. Tomorrow we'll meet in the Telegram group. We'll find a way. हो जाएगा, हो ही जाता है. All the best, guys. All the best. May God bless you all. No matter what, we'll take it to the last day. Bye.